Right, here we are again. This is take 3. Actually, the first 2 were massively long and rambly, so I'm going to try and be to the point and quick. First thing to highlight, t-shirt. Things are getting a bit desperate. This is all I could find. You may have noticed I try and wear a different t-shirt in every video. Put this on, thought, that'll do, and then looked at the armpits and then realised massive yellow stains. So not sure when I wore this. Must have been in a club, or maybe I even did a run in it. Who knows? I have pits from hell. Anyway, Cardiff Triathlon, that's what we're here to talk about. And for those who've not been here before, this is the What If channel, and we're basically talking about overcoming the impossible. I've set myself an impossible challenge. Go and check video 1 for details on that. The idea behind these videos is to chart my own journey for myself, but also hopefully to encourage you, not just in triathlon, in any challenge you're taking on, to try and overcome it, to tackle it, take it on, and take the steps that you need. In terms of taking the steps that I need, as you can see, I'm not exactly in race trim at the moment, so we will go and sort that out in a bit. However, World Champ Qualifier, first of the season. These are always the hardest. The first World Champ Qualifier, as generally all the fast guys turn up because they just want to get out of the way. So I'm going to be up against it. I need to come 4th in my age, as always. I've had a look at the times to try and understand what to expect, and this is a fast course with some seriously fast athletes. The winner last year did it in 1:51 with a 20:57 swim, a 58-minute bike, and a 29:57 10K. He was younger than me, but still, that is very, very fast. And then 3rd overall in my age category, a 1:56, so only 5 minutes slower. So I had to look a bit further down to see, what is realistic. Can I actually get in the top 4? I don't think podium is within sight, unfortunately. 4th in my age, 2:06.55, so 2:07. 24:51 swim, can definitely do that. Should be going a couple of minutes quicker than that. 1:02 on the bike. I should be close to that, maybe under 1:05. And then his run was a 36:41, which is outside of my range. So I do need a very good swim and a bike. Obviously, these aren't going to be the exact times on the day, but it is quite comparable when you look at previous years. So if I can get under 2:08, I have an outside chance of getting in the top 4. That would put me in the top 30 overall, which would be very similar to Eastbourne. Standard quite similar across the races tends to be. So yeah, so this is going to be hard. The bike course is really windy, 4 laps. So probably need to go and do a recce of that. And it's going to require some good cornering. I'm going to have to be quite aggressive if anyone's just pootling along, because obviously there are participants there, not just racers. So, you've got to be careful, aggressive without being too aggressive. Lots of corners, so I've got to be good on the cornering and not fall off my bike. That's obviously highly important. And also, as you know from my previous race, well, maybe you don't, my wetsuit, oh man. So go out the swim in Arundel, no, not Arundel, Eastbourne, felt good, swim was okay, solid performance, felt good, was running. It's 400 meters from swim to transition. Could actually run it this year, not been able to do that before. Couldn't get the zip down. And long story short, I had to get a steward to help me, or a marshal. And basically my tri-suit had caught in the zip of my wetsuit, and we basically spent a minute yanking the zip until it released it. Minute lost there. And then also on the bike course, I managed to miss the turnaround, new parts of the course. I hadn't seen it before, and just went past the turnaround, then realised and had to come back. So I lost more time there. And then if that wasn't enough, I lost even more time in transition because my right shoe, I'd done the elastic laces too tight and couldn't get it on. So minute and 45 lost in transition. So on a very fast, rapid course, I can't afford mistakes like that. If I make those mistakes, I've got no chance. So really, I've got to get my transitions right. Got to get my times right. So when we talk about times, I did this with my coach this week, and he gets quite annoyed with me because basically he's like, it's not about times, it's about performance. Now I get what he's saying. The point he's trying to make is there's no point burying yourself on the bike trying to get a sub 1:05 because you need a 1:03, and you go so hard on the day, the weather's hot or there's, conditions work against you, that you then can't run. So you have got to measure it on the day, which I do. I've got quite a good balance of understanding where my heart rate is. However, I do like to set times just to give myself a bit of a benchmark to aim for. So my coach doesn't watch these videos, so he won't see these times that I'm predicting for my race. So these are the targets. 22:30 for the swim. I think that's going to be tough. That's a 1:30 per 100, which I should do, but I haven't done yet this season. 1:03 on the bike, probably should say 1:05 maybe, and then a sub 40 10k, which I say every time, but it never happens. But I might as well say it, why break tradition? And that would give me close to sort of 2:08. And depending on the competition, depending on conditions, depending on how I feel on the day, that will be in the ballpark to get me in the top 4. But yeah, I don't know. I may have to go and do Hever Castle towards the end of September if I want to qualify for the Worlds in 2026, which I don't really want to do because that's right before I fly out to Australia for the Worlds, and I have a tendency to get ill if I do too many races too close to other races, and also the Hever Castle swim. I've not done it before, but it sounds rank. Like it, apparently it's just weeds and duck poo and all sorts. So yeah, extra motivation really to make Cardiff happen. So there you go. That's the next race. I guess if you're new to this channel, I do kind of a mix of race videos and then videos talking about how I overcome challenges, advice, tips, and things that I've learned along the way in my life, taken on various different things. If you're new, again, I've run across the desert. I DJ for many years, which included Ibiza and things like that. Been to uni, traveled the world, all sorts. And this all comes from someone who was bullied at school, was not popular at school, was not good at sport at school, and had no idea what he was doing, and was definitely, I mean, what is cool, but definitely was not cool. So hopefully these videos will inspire some of you to get over the fear and just go for it. Right, I'm going to go and get the trim done, and I'll see you after the race and let you know what happened.